I'm gonna take a trip on that old gospel ship that's going far beyond the sky. And I'm gonna shout and sing.
I worked with Jack briefly at the Post. And then we worked together at Business Week. And that time we were on the 39th floor. And we had a big copy desk. So up front was a big wooden desk where the copy chief and the deputy copy chief sat. So we worked late on Tuesday nights, and people would go out for breaks. So one night, we're out on breaks, and the managing editor came in and sat back in one of the chairs, the copy chief's chair, and said, "Hey, you know what? I like this. I might want to run the desk." The rambunctious, wild desk that we had back then. And Jack leaned forward and looked at him and said, "That would be like Mr. Rogers trying to run the Third Reich." I think that Jack was really bad at was sucking up. I don't think he had a scintilla of ingratiating thing in his body. But one thing I remember about Jack, and I still remember it frequently when I'm walking out of a room, especially in a workplace, because every night when Jack would leave, he said the same thing, "Tama," which I think he got from a guy who worked at the Post with him, but Jack, Tama.
So I was on the copy desk at Business Weekend. Typical. Jack was working a story, and an editor was sort of hanging over him inappropriately, and said, "Why'd you do that?" And Jack, just like that, said, "Well, you never follow a genitive with a prepositional phrase." And the editor said, "Oh, right."
And one was that they're just quips, but they were reliably funny. So if you came in the morning, Jack, for example, might pretend to be depressed because wheat futures were down. And the other thing he would do is sort of mock all the, I guess you would call them memes today, but all the cliches of business journalism, just slyly by repeating them. So someone told me that there would be the subheads in a corporate finance article. He would write week after week, "Plenty of cash." Just how often the bigwigs would accept that.
I first got to know Jack in 1987 when I went to Business Week. When you start there at the copy desk, you're really starting part-time, but you were at the time. But I really needed this gig. I had just been involved in a scary and difficult labor situation, which I didn't want anybody to know about. And we were all sitting there one night. I think you're beginning to get the idea that working at the copy desk was a kind of a sometimes brutal, very sarcasm-laden atmosphere. And in any case, so somehow, I don't really remember how the words Communist Party came up. And Jack said in his best W.C. Fields voice, "That's probably where his last job was." Well, I'm sure I turned totally scarlet. I had nothing to do with the Communist Party, but the very idea of radicalism in me was not anything I wanted anybody associated. Anyway, over the years, Jack and I became pretty good friends, and I just want to report my last contact with him was as a result of Sonia's posting on Facebook. I learned he was in the hospital and what phone number I could call him at. So I called this phone number and spoke to Jack and learned, this was not very many days before he died, learned that he had a shifting cast of characters. You know, when you're in a hospital room now, that generally you have somebody else in there with you, and the bed next to his had been filled by many different people, kind of a United Nations of characters. And the person there at that time was an Asian man who apparently spoke very little English. So a crew of doctors and a nurse had come in to talk to this Asian man who was only recently there. and with them they brought a talking computer. So, this is a story. This is Jack's telling me this story. He's sort of Jack, the techno-skeptic, is telling me this story over the phone. The doctor sat down and asked this Asian man, "So, what brings you here to see us today?" The computer spits out something in Cantonese or some language. So the nurse said, "Don't ask him that. What wrong?" said the nurse. To which the man responded to something, in this Asian language. But the main point was that the computer was forgotten.
All your lovers weeping,
Weeping on the faraway shore.
weeping on the faraway shore.